Hi guys, day 14. In today's practice, we bring in a bit of movement into your hips. So we got a few new poses, such as frog pose. We bring a little bit of fluency into your spine as well, with some movements from Pilates. So whenever you're ready, let's start today's practice on your belly. So come and turn yourself around. Come down on your belly. Find your feet about hip width apart to start, and just relax your hands down underneath your forehead. Create a little cushion. You can place your forehead down on your hands, and as you settle down, just allow your rib cage to gently soften into the mat. Start to breathe into the belly and the chest, really feeling the connection between the ground and your body. And just feeling the support from the ground. Being supported by the earth can be really powerful. May bring some people or situations into your mind where you've been supported. So today's affirmation that we're going to keep in mind is obstacles help me to grow and learn. Obstacles help me to grow and learn. So we might find obstacles on the way, maybe in the form of a physical yoga pose or mental blocks. But they always help you to overcome whatever situation you're in. So take one more inhale, and then on your exhale, just gently open up your knees a little bit wider so the feet come on the outside of your mat. You can keep your head resting on the mat. Take an inhale, bend your knees, and bring the sole of your feet towards each other. You might find that you can open up the knees a little wider. So you're welcome to stay here with the knees open, the pubic bone gently pressing into the ground, and the feet resting toward each other. Or you may separate your feet, keeping the heels together. Just bring a little connection into the back body as you gently press your heels toward each other. So that's little movement of squeeze, that squeeze between the heels. Going to start to fire and ignite a little bit of fire in the back of the legs, the glutes, the hamstrings. So release that squeeze and then squeeze again. So let's work with the breath. Breathing in, breathe out to squeeze, inhale to relax. Breathe out, squeeze your heels together. Inhale to relax. And one more time, gentle squeeze and relax your heels. Nice job. So just bring those feet away from each other, knees a bit closer. And just a little windscreen wipe with the legs, lifting one hip then the other. Great. When you feel ready, let your legs extend behind you. Draw your hands underneath your shoulders and gently lift up into your forward kneeling position. Hands come a little bit further forward of the shoulders, and straight away with that bit of a tuck of the toes, lift your knees and hips higher up towards the ceiling. Press your heels towards the ground, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here and a full exhale. Bring your affirmation into your mind again. Obstacles help me to grow and learn in every situation. So think about any obstacles you come across through this practice today. Next time as you inhale, let your left leg float up towards the ceiling. So simply let the leg go as high as you can. Then lifting up the left hip and opening through the left hip, bend the left knee and point your toes towards your right shoulder. Now we're opening up deeply into the left hip here. So keep pressing down equally through the hands. Check that your fingers are spread. Take one more inhale here. And then on the exhale, extend your leg again. Draw your left knee towards your chest and step your left leg through into your lunge position. So as you bring your front knee above the ankle, just let yourself sink into the stretch, feeling the stretch with you through the right hip that's lifted. Great. Take one more inhale On the exhale, turn the right toes towards the front of the mat, so spin the right heel back into the floor. Left elbow on your thigh, and then let your right arm reach up to find a nice lunge stretch through the side body. So you might keep your hand on your hip for the next little release if you've got any trouble with your shoulders. If you feel comfortable, the right arm is going to reach behind your lower back, so the back of the hand finds the lower back. Maybe you're able to reach your thigh, bringing the hand across. So this is all about opening that right shoulder. And of course, if you're able to go deeper into your extended side angle pose, you may bring your hand down towards the floor, maybe hold onto the ankle, and then the eye gaze can look up towards the ceiling. So we take one more inhale here, and then on the exhale, bring both hands down to the inside of your foot. Come and pivot on the ball of the right foot. Relax the right knee into the floor. And then allow the left foot to walk out to the side of your mat, so the toes are pointing away out of the mat. Both hands underneath your shoulders. We enjoy a little bit of opening and stretching your hips here. The shoulders pulling back, the eyes lifting. If you find that the ground is a bit further away from you, you may use one or two blocks either underneath your hands, or maybe coming a little bit deeper down on your forearms. So it's a kind of a lizard pose. Your focus is opening up through that left hip. So you may even use your left hand, gently open and push the knee away, rolling onto the edge of your left foot. And again, you can stay in your hands, on your forearms. Take one more inhale here. On your next exhale, gently roll the left foot back to center. You may place your blocks a bit further away from you. Bring the hands back on the floor. Tuck your right toes, lift the right foot, and with a nice little push from the right foot, lunge your right leg forward, step your feet wide. You can let your hands come elbows onto your thighs and sink here, or maybe lower all the way down into your Malasa now, Hindi squat. Turn your toes out, bring the heels in, move around if you need to, and then once you found the lift of the chest, draw the elbows into your thighs, into your inner thighs, and lift your eyes. Great. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale to relax your hands either on the blocks or on the floor out in front of you. Turn your toes towards the inside. Relax your head down. Stretch through the back of your legs. Great job. One more inhale. Turn your toes back out. Sink your hips back towards the floor. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lean towards your right side and step your left leg back. Long step. Left knee comes into the ground. Left foot relaxes. Bring your hands a little bit closer, draw your shoulders away, and this time start to open up through that right knee. So the right knee opens away from the center, and if you want to go deeper, use your right hand, gently press the knee open. You might roll onto the edge of your right foot. So you go as deep as you want to. Again, you can use a bit of help here. And you might stay here with a hand on the thigh. You may come down on the forearms or on the hands. So there's plenty of different opportunity for you to take. I'd like you to find the one that works you the best and stay with that one. One request, you opening up through that right hip. Good. Take one more inhale. And then on the exhale, we roll the right foot back in. We're going to heel to the foot back, so it's underneath your shoulder, hands either side of your right foot. Step your, or tuck your left toes under, lift the left knee. Take a breath in, breathe out, and bring your right leg back into your downward facing dog. So you might do that with the knee down and with the half of your hand. When you're ready, draw your right leg up towards the ceiling. Let the right hip open up and bend your knee. Turn the toes, point your toes towards your shoulders. Now square the shoulders. See if you can squeeze through the glutes a little bit more and open up through that right inner thigh more. And then slowly release, back and down. Step your right knee towards your chest and step it through. So we're coming into extended side and go the opposite side. Left toes turning down the mat, right elbow on your thigh. And we're going to reach that left arm up and open first, feeling the grounded position through the legs. This top arm can rest down on your hip, or you maybe bring it behind you. Hold the back of your thigh, back of the lower back, or maybe bring it across towards your thigh, allowing the shoulder to pull back. If you feel comfortable, feel free to lift your eyes, or maybe bring the eye gaze down towards the floor. Just take one more inhale here, and then on your exhale, allow the arm to relax, touch down, bring the back foot up and off the ground so you can have your hands either side of your front foot, and find your downward facing dog. Step back, push into your hips, and release. Lower the knees back into the floor. Allow the hands to come underneath your forehead. Just take a full breath in your gentle child's pose. Remind yourself that every obstacle you encounter today helps you to grow and learn. Great. Take one more inhale, and then exhale as you gently lift up. Now your next pose is your frog pose. So I'm just going to turn sideways on my mat. You can see what's happening. You can turn the long side. You're going to bring your knees as wide as you can. The knee is going to be in line with your hips. Kick your foot out so the knee is in line with your ankle and your toes are facing out. If you find that your knees are tender, just make sure you got some extra support, a towel or some sort of cushion underneath. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale and exhale to lower down on your forearm. So the elbow more or less underneath your shoulders. Hands can come together or separated away from each other. And then just relax into the position, allowing the knees to gently fall apart, opening deeper into the hips. So taking one more inhale. Exhale and release the knees maybe a little bit wider. So try to slide, like pressing gently into the knees into the floor. And you may stay here and hold your position, or you might play with taking the position into a little deeper. So take one more inhale and slowly start to roll forward. So your body weight coming over your hands, you're coming out of the position. And then on the exhale, you're going to let your hips draw back. And let's do two more. So inhale, gently start to roll forward. Shoulders above the hands. Exhale, draw back. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Try to keep your feet in line with those knees. And one more time. Inhale, gently draw forward. Keep the belly to spine. Exhale and draw. And try to go a little further than in the first round. You're going to definitely feel this one. Slowly make your way back to the center. Now, we're coming into your wide-legged child's pose. So the big toes coming toward each other. If you can keep the knees where they are. If you struggle to keep this position, bring the knees slightly closer. And simply draw your hips back to as far as you can. Maybe bring your forehead towards the floor. You might even bring your hands underneath your forehead for support, so there's not too much tension on your arms and shoulders. And we take two more breaths in here. Opening and deepening the stretch in our hips. One more inhale. When you exhale, as you exhale, gently lean forward. And let yourself support yourself with your hands. Bring them underneath your shoulders. To come out of this, we keep the big toes facing towards each other. And just very gently, knee by knee, we're making our way back to the center. Great, well done. So sit on one side and extend your legs nice and wide. You may find a little bit of softness in the knees to start with, or maybe full extension. So the sit bones are anchored down, the chest is lifted. As you lift up tall, just reach your arms either side of your body. So finding a bit of spinal rotation and flexion. Take an inhale to turn towards your left side. On the exhale, reach the right hand towards the outer right foot. Left arm is extended in the back. Inhale to lift yourself back up to center. Exhale to find your way back to the middle. And let's go to the other side. So you're going to inhale as we turn. Exhale, right hand to outer left foot. Inhale as we lift. And exhale to release back to center. Just one more time. Inhale to turn. Exhale, tuck your chin, look towards your knees. Keep your sit bones down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the twist. And one more time. Feel free to soften through the elbows a little bit. As you tuck your chin and release back towards the ground, feel the spine rounding, and then find that lengthening through the center. Relax both hands down. Great job. So if you had your legs slightly bent, see if you can extend them a little bit, maybe bring them a little bit closer toward each other if needed. So we find in our last stretch, hamstring stretch. You're gonna have your hands in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale to twist towards your right leg. Bring hands either side of your right leg, lift up tall. Breathe into your chest. Breathe out to start to walk your fingertips either side of your front leg. Let yourself sink over your front leg. And you might be stopping halfway, and that's plenty for you. Feeling the stretch, keeping this left hip bone down. Or you may be able to draw your body over the leg, holding on to the back of the foot, pulling your chest closer towards the leg. Wherever you are, enjoy one more full inhale, one full exhale, and slowly with the hands walking back towards your hips, come and turn back to center. Let's repeat this on the other side. So twisting towards your left leg, chest lifted. Exhale, walk your hands as far as that can go. As far as your hands can go. Drawing your chest towards your extended leg. Maybe holding onto the foot. Think about extending into both legs. Noticing where you're feeling the stretch. And being kind to yourself. If you really struggle, you need to come up a little higher. That's an obstacle. That's an obstacle that you're gonna grow with and gonna learn from. So one more inhale, one more exhale. And when we're ready, we slowly walk the hands back to the center and lift. One more to go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to walk. So we can walk as far as we feel comfortable. You might be here, you might be here, you might be all the way out with the forehead down on the ground. Choose your position. Make sure you feel comfortable. Breathe in, extending into the legs, stretching through the back body, allowing yourself to experience the situation as it is. Take 2 more inhales, fully into your chest, and exhale, releasing. And one more time, breathing in, and breathing out to slowly walk the hands in towards your legs. Nice job. Bring the hands behind you. Take an inhale, sweep your right arm across your body, turn the right wrist towards the floor, and let your eyes look towards your right hand. Come back to center and let's repeat it the other side. So left hand behind you and bring the arm up and across. Beautiful. So let's go for it. If you wish, you can have a little bit of bend in the knees here, or you may lift up through the hips, allowing yourself to find a deeper stretch. Great job. Let's just do a couple more. Now you, as you lift up, you let your hips press forward and up. And if you don't feel comfortable lifting, that's totally fine. Keep your hips down. Last one here. Lower your hips back into the floor. Come back to center. Draw your feet, legs in, and find your seated position. As you lift up tall, inhale your arms up above your head. Exhale to release your hands down to your heart center. And let yourself take faithful breaths, letting go of your practice. Noticing the difference between the start and the finish of your practice. So let's bring our attention to one more time to our affirmation. Obstacles help us to grow and learn. Keeping that in your mind through the rest of your day. Gently open your eyes, take an inhale, and then let yourself bow. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed your practice. See you on day 15. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.